Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP and the entire crypto market. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. But first, I do hope everybody's staying calm, everybody's staying relaxed, and definitely focused on the end game picture here. So first off, some positions were taken on XRP and a few other altcoins. I told you guys that I was waiting for, some lows on 20 cents if, of course, that level broke on Bitcoin today, and we did not see that level broken. We actually held on to it. Now, I was able to, scoop up some XRP at around like roughly 38 cents. It was like around like 8 p.m. today. I entered in because it looked like we were holding the levels on Bitcoin, and we ended up holding those levels and also closing at a significant level on Bitcoin. In fact, we closed roughly around 29.8K. I'm going to be showing you guys that here. So here we have it. So 29K, almost exact. It was $29,047.75. We do see the close from yesterday at 28.9K. Now, the significance of these two is the fact that we closed above those summer lows at roughly 28.7K. I want you guys to understand that these major candle wicks, they could be scam wicks. Those could be wicks down in terms of liquidations. Individuals just absolutely going massive with, longs getting liquidated. And that's exactly what a lot of these liquidation hunts are about. So, I'm glad that we came down, swooped those lows. I mean, those are significant lows, by the way. I mean, there's not a lot of support at around those ranges anyways. I mean, look at the weekly candles. On the monthly candle, again, there's no support there. On the daily, you could see exactly where we retested back there. I mean, it's really not a lot of support. The support range was actually around like roughly 26K, so it was, an area for a lot of panic to be, really building. The support range that we're actually kind of building is exactly on those summer lows. So I would say that, we do look pretty good here on Bitcoin for that nice impulse. Now, I am awaiting, for some significant levels to be broken. 32 to 37K is where I'm really kind of eyeing this, but I definitely think that things are looking pretty good. Now, of course, I told you guys earlier on Twitter, I said, I really don't care what anybody says. I'm so bullish right now on crypto. You could tell how disruptive this technology is when you are seeing blatant attacks just to steer the public away. And honestly, yes, this is in regards to the Luna UST situation. Shout out to Johnny Deaton here, but I honestly think that when we talk about Luna and UST, I think that it was a formulated plan to get a major spotlight on stablecoins to push for CBDC, and that's exactly what Johnny Deaton's saying here. It's basically saying nothing to cheer. Gensler and Warren will use this as Exhibit A for the need of regulations. Appropriate regulation of stablecoins is one thing, but they will use this to promote over-regulation outside of stablecoins and push a CBDC. And I do completely agree. I mean, honestly, it is rough. I would say when we talk about things happening around crypto, I don't want to see over-regulation become a thing, but it looks like they are trying to do that, and it looks like they are trying to kill crypto, honestly. I would say from the standpoint on everything that the SEC has been trying to do, and also even Warren, honestly, I cannot stand when Warren is talking about crypto. A lot of these individuals do not, and I really do say this, do not understand crypto technology. They don't. So, again, when we talk about things happening right now around crypto, I'm seeing major attacks going on. And I honestly think it's to distract us. We see here, Janet Yellen, a central bank digital currency might diminish stablecoin proliferation. Here we go. Don't act surprised. You can see exactly what they are doing here. We see, some comments here, literally they sacrifice Luna for CBDCs. Anyway, endgame is CBDCs and XRP bridge currency to connect all CBDCs. Honestly, the endgame here is a CBDC. We are really kind of looking at things, and I do believe that a lot of these assets do get attacked in this space to really kind of make way for, some sort of major plan. And I do think that this was all about CBDCs. Now, also, in terms of distraction, shout out to, Andrews here, but at the same time this bloodbath is going on in the markets, banks and enterprises are adopting crypto all over the world. Never forget that. And exactly, when we are talking about things happening right now, massive amounts of money are pouring into this space, and we are seeing massive adoption as well from the banks and enterprises specifically. I've said this multiple times. The shakeouts will get you. The shakeouts will get the weak hands. Do not let this happen. Honestly, I'm so bullish on crypto. Macro crypto, the entire charts that we're looking at on a day-to-day basis do not even matter. Look at the macro picture around crypto. It is insane. It's insane how early we actually are. But also, yes, I do see, CBDCs getting really pushed right now. We do see here the Bank of Tanzania, BOT, is preparing for the launch of a CBDC because it cannot ignore the technological advancements in money. Honestly, when we are seeing things like this, I want you guys to understand that CBDCs, I've always supported a wholesale CBDC, but a retail CBDC is something that I do not like at all. Having central banks utilize private ledger-based technology, aka utilizing DLTs, but on a private ledger-based, aka XRP Ledger, could be utilized for this for issuances of wholesale CBDCs. I'm actually in support of that. That will be, central banks basically only utilizing those CBDCs, not the retail individuals, and they will have control over that on a private ledger, which is totally fine. When it gets to the point of retail CBDCs, I do not support them at all. I do want to still utilize, digital currencies, but also have the choice of utilizing fiat currency as well. Fiat currency is a great way to keep, private bills. In terms of paying somebody or even getting paid, private, transactions happen all the time. Without that, guess what? Every single thing is trackable. Now, we also do see here, 1% doesn't seem like a lot until you realize the entity behind it is one of the biggest digital banks in Latin America. And we did see here, Latin America's largest digital bank will allocate 1% to Bitcoin, offer crypto investment services as well through a new partnership with Paxos. Now, this is actually pretty significant. We do see here, this more reinforces the company's conviction in Bitcoin's current and future potential in disrupting financial services in the region, New Bank said, as translated by Cointelegraph. And I want you guys to understand, this goes back to May 12th at 12:45 a.m. Mind you, during this time, the entire market was crashing. The foundation was, breaking down. Everybody was panicking. Everybody was scared. Honestly, those individuals that were buying, I was buying. I was buying Link. I was buying, a few other assets as well. I bought some Algo, I'm pretty sure. I bought some Casper. I bought some HBAR. But I didn't take significant, positions just yet because, again, we've seen even lower prices today, and I had some stop losses triggered. I had my stop loss on XRP triggered at 38 cents before I was able to buy even lower. So again, when we take a look at this market, we're seeing some cheap deals. I mean, look at some of these assets and look at the prices going back, just a few years ago, like 2 years ago. HBAR at a significant level going back as far as roughly like the December, January timeframe of 2021. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Look at the price of HBAR. It's seriously crazy to me that we're at these levels going back as far as January of 2021 before this went on a massive run all the way to almost 60 cents. So again, we look at the prices and a lot of people were scared, but you've seen banks and enterprises eating up the dip. We do see here, new paper from ECB, Central Bank Digital Currency, and bank intermediaries or intermediation, exploring different approaches for assessing the effects of a digital euro in euro area banks. Dude, things are moving so fast right now around CBDCs, and I do think that when we talk about the thing with, Terra and Terra USD, it was all formulated to push CBDCs. The plan from, right now, I would say the US has showed us their hand. We know exactly what they are playing at. We know exactly what they want. All right, they are pushing regulations for the space so that they could streamline adoption of this technology. They want regulations in mind. Now, all while everybody was panicking, all while everyone was scared to buy the dip and things like that, I was telling you guys, listen, there's no, reason to worry. Everybody was saying it's over, we're in a bear market, it's finished. Guys, look at the models, right? Shout out to Credible Crypto and also the Real Plan C here, but we do see here, yes, models can be broken, but thus far, this one remains valid. We've now tapped the red line and have yet to close a daily below it. If this model is to remain valid, then bears won't know what hit them, and our bottoms are probably in. Check this out. So here we go. Does Bitcoin have another date with the lady in red, or will she be stood up this time? Crypto, 2011, bear, bounced 15% above it. 2014, touched. 2018, touched. COVID crash, touched. Currently, 27.8K almost. And here we have that floor model. I'm telling you guys, look at the things happening. This did not break, by the way. This goes back to April 18th, 2022. Although we've seen wicks below, I'm telling you guys, it's totally fine when you take a look at where we really kind of reclaim this. We do see here, we've now tapped the red line and have yet to close a daily below it. And we just closed at a fairly solid level. Now, I'm telling you guys, when we look at things happening around this space, I'm so excited. As we do see here, even from blockchain backer, I'm not a huge fan, of trend lines, but that's kind of whack. And here we have that trend line on, of course, Bitcoin going all the way back to the March of 2020 crash. Look at where we just tapped. Incredible in terms of this trend line. And also, by the way, this trend line takes Bitcoin all the way up to almost 200K. And I'm not saying that 200K is going to get targeted, but it looks pretty interesting on this. But I'm telling you guys, pay attention to things like this because this will actually give you a little bit of a better picture on where we are headed. But also here we have the weekly RSI from, again, the Real Plan C. It's not oversold yet, but look at where we are, okay? We were sitting at around like almost 26.5K, but look at the RSI going back to 2018 and even going, or this is 2015, sorry, and also 2018, 2019. I actually have this open here. We can actually look at the RSI real quick on Bitcoin. It is actually pretty cool to see where the RSI did land. Let's go to the weekly RSI. So here we have weekly RSI going all the way back to 2018. Let's go to the Bitstamp chart because I know that the Bitstamp chart has a little bit more price data. So here we have it. I mean, obviously, yeah, the RSI wasn't exactly fully oversold, but also look at where the level was compared to the March of 2020 crash. That's actually pretty interesting. Also, when you look at the monthly, so here we have the monthly RSI. By the way, there's March of 2020. Look at the level that we actually came down to. We came a little bit lower than the March of 2020 crash. That's pretty interesting as well. But when you look at the daily, so here's the daily. We came down and slightly wicked below it's like roughly... It's almost actually exactly around like the May of 2021 timeframe, but I do want to really kind of go back to, so here's March of 2020. It was extremely oversold. We weren't extremely oversold just recently, but we were around that range. You guys can actually look at where we were during all of these time frames back in 2014, 2015, and so forth. Honestly, the level that we wicked down to seems like a pretty common area before, of course, we go on some nice little runs. So honestly, yeah, when we look at the RSI, was it extremely oversold on the weekly RSI? Not exactly, but it looks pretty solid to kind of touch base down here and have that bottoming structure, which, by the way, this was at 26.5K. We came down a little bit lower. We actually touched roughly like 25K, which touched this bottom, RSI level down here. I'm telling you guys, pay attention to things happening around this. Also, by the way, for anyone that says, you're a perma bull, you're always bullish, guys, I'm only bullish when I need to be. I'm also bearish at times when there, does call for, being bearish. But we haven't really broken significant levels yet. And here we have it. So everyone understands how these models work. In order for it to break, the price would have to have a daily close below the floor model. This has never happened in history of Bitcoin. If it does, then the model is no longer useful. Very simple. And this goes all the way back to 2014. We have not closed below it. The floor model is 27.6K, almost 27.7K. By the way, this was updated from May 12th. The price, I'm telling you guys, when we look at the prices that we just recently closed at, it is so extremely bullish. I don't understand people that are saying like, the on-chain metrics don't even matter. This doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. The on-chain metrics combined with the patterns is exactly what matters, and it's extremely bullish. And guys, we are seeing a strong impulse on Bitcoin now, which I love to see, and that's because we closed above a significant level and we held that trend line. I'm very, very happy about that. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all, have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.